What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going right to August baits, the best baits to use for August. So August fishing, things start to change a little bit. Not only is it getting hotter and fish are being pushed shallower deep, but also fish have been, well, fished a lot. You may need to change up your game as far as how you want to catch bass this month. Hey, before we get started, if you've been fishing for a while, thanks for watching, but also leave a comment. What are some of your favorite baits to use in the month of August? What baits have helped you find the most success in the month of August? I would love to hear. I'm either going really finessey with my approach, or I'm going to go reaction-based baits to really trigger that bite, whether they like it or not. Here we go. Top baits for August. First bait I have is a straight tail worm. I said straight tail worm because you can fish these in a lot of different ways based on where you're fishing. If I want to fish maybe like a robo worm, 6-inch straight tail worm, I might fish this with a drop shot, a weedless drop shot, right? Size 1 hook, rig weedless, and I'm changing my weight based on if I'm fishing shallow or deep, fishing around weed lines, fishing around structure, fishing drop-offs and ledges. But also, I may go with the SMH worm, or my favorite, my absolute favorite, the NetBait T-Mac and Bama Bug. I fish these shaky head. I can fish it on those ledges. I can fish it on those weed lines. I can fish it deep, right? If I really wanted to let it really go there and sit and drag it on the bottom. A finesse straight tail worm, 6-inch worm is really gonna do a lot of things for you based on how you want to rig it in the month of August. Next up, I got crankbaits. And crankbaits is something we haven't really talked about on this channel, but crankbaits are going to mimic bait fish. If you can find where the fish are, you can then find a crankbait to hit that range. I don't fish from the bank a lot. I'm more fishing those square bills. So square bills are going to dive anywhere from 1 to 4 or 5 feet. And I'm fishing something like this 13 fishing scamp, Old Guacamole's natural colors. I may also go deeper and fish some mid or deep diving crankbaits if I'm out that way. Crankbaits are a great way to catch fish and trigger a bite. This one has some sound to it, right, which will attract some. This is the Rapala DT10. You hear a very different sound. If you want that reaction, you may not want them to hear that bait. You may want to just see it cross their face and then go and attack it. A crankbait, whether it's a square bill, a medium diving, or a deep diving crankbait, is a great bait to use in the month of August. The next bait up is a Texas rig. And the reason why I like Texas rigs is because you can do so many different things with them in this month. When fish are really deep in those grass mats, right, or in those lily pads, you can throw a Texas rig with a bigger weight and punch through that so that fish can see it. Or if there's less of that around, put a smaller weight on it and let it kind of free fall. There's so many ways to fish a Texas rig. I'm either Texas rigging a worm like this, like a Senko, or a Berkeley power worm, or a creature bait, something like this pack is slim. All right, these are the two things I'm Texas rigging. I might do either one of these. Number 4, big one right here, you know it's top water season. When it gets hot, those bass are up, especially if it's shallow. They're gonna be up near the top of that water, and top water is a great way to catch bass. I'm gonna slow down my top water. I'm either gonna use a walking style bait or a popping style top water. So I might use a walking style bait that I have to walk around the bank, or a popper, right? Where I'm just bloop, let it sit for a minute, bloop, let it sit for a few seconds, bloop, bloop, right? And really let those bass see it, vet it out, and then go out and get it, right? So either a walking style or a popping style, but slower top water for me in August. All right, so next up is probably my favorite reaction bait of all time, the jerk bait. Jerk baits are a great way to have fish kind of see that flash or see that movement, and they just go get it. Last year, I remember we were fishing up on vacation with my father-in-law, and those fish were highly pressured, not biting at all. My father-in-law started fishing the jerk bait, right? I think it was a Jacko re-range he was fishing that day, and those were the only fish we caught all day. They were reacting to it, and then almost had no choice but to go and bite that bad boy. Right, so the Jacko re-range, like I said, is a great bait to use. Also, the Rapala Shadow Rat, not maybe in these colors, maybe a brighter color, right, or more natural color, either one of those. But the jerk bait is probably one of the most fun bass catching lures that I've used in the last couple of years since I started. So those are my 5 top baits for the month of August, and some of the reasons why I fish either one of those baits. I'm hoping that this was helpful for you, and thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back.